there guys, I just scored an interview with a man named Heiko Delaphante, leader of the NQL, the National Qwop League. If you don't know what Qwop is, you'll hear about that in our interview. It's awesome, awesome game. I'm walking to the interview right now, so excited. All right, here we go, ready? Heiko?
Yes. Pleasure to do this with you. Big fan of your work.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a big fan of your Qwop playing.
Well, thank you.
Alright, so let's get this interview started. Yeah. Let's get this interview started. So, how would you explain to somebody who's never played Qwop before, what is Qwop?
What is Qwop? Are you kidding me? Qwop is the epic journey of a young man as he goes on a 100-meter quest in the Olympics. He's the sole representative of our country. His story is just heartwarming. It is such a good game, and everyone, no matter what age, gender, race, should play it.
Would you be able to demonstrate what a game of Qwop would look like?
Oh yeah, of course. Here, let me get my laptop. This is what the average game of Qwop is like for a beginner. Even though I'm an expert, I'm going to just demonstrate. Okay. Negative point. God. And this is what Qwop is like for an expert. Well, Qwop, you see, is a very calming art. You just step, step, step. Step. And you know, you just gotta keep on going. And it's all, like I was talking about before, you know, it's all about perseverance. And I mean, you know, some people out there have no patience, and they just get so upset, and it pisses me off, to tell you the truth. I mean, negative, how is the no! Why? Sorry, I lost my composition there.
Have you ever run into anybody who just really, really hates Qwop?
Well, I have, but they don't leave. I mean, I end them right there and then. They don't deserve to live on a planet if they don't like Qwop. Qwop is the best game known to mankind.
Heiko, are you just admitting that you're a serial killer?
What? No, of course not. What would make you think that?
Well, you just said that if somebody hated Qwop, that you would end them. I'm assuming that means you would kill them.
Some would, you know, well, killing is such a strong word. I prefer the word, terminate, yeah.
Would you say that Qwop is sending a positive message to the youth of our nation?
But of course, I mean, you know, obesity is a huge epidemic in America right now, and Qwop really sends a message to the kids who need more exercise. Hey, I should run the 100-meter dash like an idiot. Secondly, it sends the message that, you know, you gotta persevere through things. You can't just give up. I spent 10 days straight trying to get Qwop. It's the end of that finish line, but I did it. I did it. And you know what? If kids could learn that perseverance, that would be great. And you know, Qwop just sets up your life dreams, because Qwop, all that he wants is to get to the end of that line. And it really shows kids that if you keep on trying, you know, with the perseverance, that you can get anywhere you want to.
So what if you're just really, really bad at Qwop? What then?
Well, I offer a seminar on Qwop. It's about half a year long, and it's very rigorous, and we work out, your fingers so you can hit the keys, and we work on reaction time. I recommend anyone take it, even if you consider yourself an experienced Qwopper.
So could you go into a little bit more detail about the seminar that you offer? Like, do they have any injury prevention things?
That is the dangerous thing about Qwop. About 75% of Qwoppers get injured.
How so?
Usually it's self-inflicted, smashing the keyboard onto their face, you know, stuff like that. It's a shame, really, because it puts such a negative aurora around Qwop, but it's such a fun game, and it hurts me to see it get such a negative reputation, but really, it comes down to self-control, and, you know, those injuries, well, they're really tough to avoid. You gotta that's part of the game, is you have to learn how to control your inner conflict and your inner emotions.
Mm-hmm. So, would you say that because of all these injuries, would you say that Qwop is a very high-risk sport? Would you say it has a very high risk for injury?
Well, yeah, I mean, since the game Qwop was invented, there have been 250 Qwop casualties, which is just, it's tragic. And it just, I don't like talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very tragic story. How about we have a moment of silence for those who have lost their lives while honorably playing the great game of Qwop. Have they, or are they planning to make any sequels to Qwop?
This I'm really excited about, because the franchising opportunities are endless. You know, you have Legend of Qwop, the Super Qwop Bros, you have Battlefield 4 Qwop Edition, you have Little Qwop Planet, Shadow of the Qwop, Assassin's Qwop, Call of Qwop. I mean, just think, there's so many good games that could be made that revolve around this character. I mean, his personality is so in depth and deep.
Well, I for one cannot wait to see those games. Unfortunately, we're all out of time for this interview, but thanks for letting me interview you.
I'm not shaking your hand. Get out of my house.
Why not? Well then. Tune in to Jay Leno tonight at 7 o'clock to watch Heiko's Qwop motivational speech.